Hi everyone, I'm Miss Briana from the Hopewell Branch Library. Welcome to another edition of the Middle Grade Book Club. Today I'm going to share with you some historical fiction books that are perfect for middle grade readers. Our first book is The War That Saved My Life by Kimberly Brubaker Bradley. 10-year-old Ada has never left her one-room apartment. Her mother is too humiliated by Ada's twisted foot to let her outside. So, when her little brother Jamie is shipped out of London to escape the war, Ada doesn't waste a minute. She sneaks out to join him. So begins a new adventure for Ada and for Susan Smith, the woman who is forced to take the two kids in. As Ada teaches herself to ride a pony, learns to read, and watches for German spies, she begins to trust Susan, and Susan begins to love Ada and Jamie. But in the end, will their bond be enough to hold them together through wartime? Or will Ada and her brother fall back into the cruel hands of their mother? This #1 New York Times bestseller is an exceptionally moving story of triumph against all odds, set during World War II, from the acclaimed author of Fighting Words and for fans of Fish in a Tree and Sarah Plain and Tall. Our second book is The Unsung Hero of Birdsong USA by Brenda Woods. For Gabriel Haberlin, life seems pretty close to perfect in the small southern town of Birdsong, USA. But on his 12th birthday, his point of view begins to change. It all starts when he comes face to face with one of the worst drivers in town while riding his new bicycle, an accident that would have been tragic if Mr. Merriweather Hunter hadn't been around to push him out of harm's way. After the accident, Gabriel and Merriweather become friends when they both start working at Gabriel's dad's auto shop, and Merriweather lets a secret slip. He served in the Army's all-black 761st Tank Battalion in World War II. Soon, Gabriel learns why it's so dangerous for Merriweather to talk about his heroism in front of white people, and Gabriel's eyes are finally opened to the hard truth about birdsong, and his understanding of what it means to be a hero will never be the same. Our third book is The Book of Boy by Catherine Gilbert Murdoch. Boy has always been relegated to the outskirts of his small village. With a hump on his back, a mysterious past, and a tendency to talk to animals, he is often mocked by others in his town, until the arrival of a shadowy pilgrim named Secundus. Impressed with the boy's climbing and jumping abilities, Secundus engages Boy as his servant, pulling him into an action-packed and suspenseful expedition across Europe to gather 7 precious relics of St. Peter. Boy quickly realizes this journey is not an innocent one. They are stealing the relics and accumulating dangerous enemies in the process. But Boy is determined to see this pilgrimage through until the end. For what if St. Peter has the power to make him the same as the other boys? This epic and engrossing quest story by Newbery Honor author Catherine Gilbert Murdoch is for fans of Adam Gidwit's The Inquisitor's Tale and Grace Lynn's Where the Mountain Meets the Moon, and for readers of all ages. Our fourth book is One Crazy Summer by Rita Williams Garcia. 11-year-old Delphine is like a mother to her 2 younger sisters, Vanetta and Fern. She's had to be, ever since their mother Cecile left them 7 years ago for a radical new life in California. But when the sisters arrive from Brooklyn to spend the summer with their mother, Cecile is nothing like they imagined. While the girls hope to go to Disneyland and meet Tinkerbell, their mother sends them to a day camp run by the Black Panthers. Unexpectedly, Delphine, Vanetta, and Fern learn much about their family, their country, and themselves during one truly crazy summer. This moving, funny novel won the Scott Odell Award for Historical Fiction and the Coretta Scott King Award, and was a National Book Award finalist. Delphine, Vanetta, and Fern's story continues in P.S. B11 and Gone Crazy in Alabama. Readers who enjoy Christopher Paul Curtis's The Watsons Go to Birmingham and Jacqueline Woodson's Brown Girl Dreaming will find much to love in One Crazy Summer. Our fifth book is Prairie Lotus by Linda Sue Park. Prairie Lotus is a powerful, touching, multi-layered book about a girl determined to fit in and realize her dreams, getting an education, becoming a dressmaker in her father's shop, and making at least one friend. Acclaimed award-winning author Linda Sue Park has placed a young half-Asian girl, Hannah, in a small town in America's heartland in 1880. Hannah's adjustment to her new surroundings, which primarily means negotiating the townspeople's almost unanimous prejudice against Asians, is at the heart of the story. Narrated by Hannah, the novel has poignant moments, yet sparkles with humor, introducing a captivating heroine whose wry, observant voice will resonate with readers. Our sixth book is Ahimsa by Supriya Kelkar. In 1942, after Mahatma Gandhi asks Indians to give one family member to the freedom movement, 10-year-old Anjali is devastated to think of her father risking his life for the freedom struggle. But it turns out he isn't the one joining. Anjali's mother is. And with this change comes many more adjustments designed to improve their country and use Ahimsa, nonviolent resistance, to stand up to the British government. First, the family must trade in their fine, foreign-made clothes for homespun cotton. So Anjali has to give up her prettiest belongings. Then, her mother decides to reach out to the Dalit community, the untouchables of society. Anjali is forced to get over her past prejudices as her family becomes increasingly involved in the movement. When Anjali's mother is jailed, Anjali must step out of her comfort zone to take over her mother's work, ensuring that her little part of the independence movement is completed. Inspired by her great-grandmother's experience working with Gandhi, New Vision's award winner Supriya Kelkar shines a light on the Indian freedom movement in this poignant debut. Our seventh book is Ground Zero, a novel of 9/11 by Ellen Gratz. Two Kids, One Devastating Day. September 11, 2001, New York City. 9-year-old Brandon goes to work with his dad on the 107th floor of the World Trade Center. Out of nowhere, an airplane slams into the tower, creating a fiery nightmare of terror and confusion that threatens everyone in the building. Can Brandon survive and escape? September 11, 2019, Afghanistan. 11-year-old Rashmina has grown up in the shadow of war, but she dreams of peace and progress. When a battle erupts in her village, Rashmina stumbles upon a wounded American soldier named Taz. Should she help him and put herself and her family in mortal danger? In time for the 20th anniversary of 9/11, Ground Zero delivers a pulse-pounding and unforgettable take on history and hope, revenge and fear, and the stunning links between the past and present. Our eighth book is Breaking Stalin's Nose by Eugene Velchin. Sasha Zykik has known the laws of the Soviet young pioneers since the age of 6. The young pioneer is devoted to Comrade Stalin, the Communist Party, and communism. A young pioneer is a reliable comrade and always acts according to conscience. A young pioneer has a right to criticize shortcomings. But now that it is finally time to join the young pioneers, the day Sasha has awaited for so long, everything seems to go awry. He breaks a classmate's glasses with a snowball. He accidentally damages a bust of Stalin in the school hallway. And worst of all, his father, the best communist he knows, was arrested just last night. Eugene Velchin's moving story of a 10-year-old boy's world-shattering is masterful in its simplicity, powerful in its message, and heartbreaking in its plausibility. Our ninth book is Johnny Tremaine by Esther Forbes. As a promising young silversmith apprentice in Boston, Johnny Tremaine's life is forever changed when a tragic accident results in a severe burn to his hand. Forced to seek other work, Johnny finds himself a messenger for a patriotic newspaper, the Boston Observer, where he becomes involved with Paul Revere, Dr. Joseph Warren, Josiah Quincy, and a young newspaper apprentice, all members of a secret organization called the Sons of Liberty. Our 10th book is A Night Divided by Jennifer A. Nielsen. When the Berlin Wall went up, Gerda, her mother, and her brother Fritz are trapped on the eastern side where they were living, while her father and her older brother Dominic are in the west. 4 years later, now 12, Gerda sees her father on a viewing platform on the western side and realizes he wants her to risk her life trying to tunnel to freedom. I hope you enjoyed learning about all of these great books. If you would like to borrow any of the books I shared with you today, please visit our website at mcl.org to place them on hold. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you soon at the library.